Shalom, loved ones. My name is Cady, and I invite you to join me now as I offer midday prayers with PlayWell communities. PlayWell is a faith network of those who are learning to live by the unforced rhythms of grace, to help us keep time to the rhythm of God's heartbeat and the movement of God's love. We like to pause to pray at various times throughout the day when we are able. In today's time of prayer, I will offer a meditation I have written on the subject of loving our enemies. With that, let's get ready. And we light this candle as a reminder that Christ, the light of the world, is present with us. The words of Jesus in Matthew chapter 11, as translated by Eugene Peterson in the Message. Jesus says, "Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace." In the middle of the day, we return to you, Jesus, our center. In you we live and move and have our being. Like parched souls searching for a spring, we thirst for you and your ways. With joy we draw water from the wells of your salvation. Let's pause for a moment now to just breathe. Be still, be present. It's a confession called The Life of the Beloved. I invite you to join me in this confession. As I pause at the end of each line, you can say this aloud yourself, or just savor the words in your heart as a way of making it your own. The Life of the Beloved. I believe that I am God's beloved child. I am learning to let God's love fill my heart, to let it shape my life. So I may be just who God has made me to be, nothing more and nothing less. That I may abide in love and share God's love with all that I am. Amen. We live in a divisive world, and so I offer in these divided times, I offer this meditation, I have written these reflections on Jesus' command to us to love our enemies. Love your enemy. There are hardly 3 words we could string together that could produce more inner dissonance than these. And yet, if we cannot learn to love our enemies, we will only continue to reap more hatred, more division, more strife. So, who is my enemy? And how am I to love them? Everyone has an enemy. They are the people we hate. That is how we know who our enemy is. As someone who claims to follow Jesus, it is both shocking and troubling to me that it is very easy for me to identify my enemies. How quickly their names come to mind. How sad it is that I have risked so little to love them, and how safe I feel preserving their status as the enemy in my heart and mind. How am I to love such a person? How am I to love such a group? How is my group to love their group? Within the answers to those questions, we find the source of a true and lasting hope. This is the difficult work of loving one's enemies. At its core, what we are after is an end to othering the other. At its core, the work of loving one's enemies involves laying aside the mindset of us versus them, the home team against the visitors. How we speak of one another matters. Do my words dignify or only serve to divide? Labeling does not help the situation. An enemy is still a human. Do my words humanize? In my mind, do I think of my enemy as human? Is my heart able to see the humanity in my enemy, even the enemy who dehumanizes another? If I answer someone's dehumanizing words and actions by dehumanizing them in return, what progress have I made? I must come to see that I cannot take a stand for truth by dehumanizing another, since love and truth are always humanizing forces. The commonality of our very humanity rests upon love and truth. Love and truth dignify. To be sure, there is hope. This has been done before. Enemies can become friends. We can take a stand for truth and humanize the other at the same time. It's hard, but we can do it. And we must do it. It is the only way out of our divisive enmity. May it be so. As we go about the work of loving our enemies, here's a prayer for that good work. We commit to you the work that is done and the work that is yet undone. May your beauty rest upon us, Lady Wisdom. We trust that you will complete the incomplete. We believe that you will finish what you started. May we meet you on the road with us, Brother Jesus. As we labor, be our resting place. Please make our work restful and our rest fruitful. May we remain present to your presence, Great Spirit. And now receive this blessing of Saint Teresa de Avila. Let nothing disturb you, nothing affright you. All things are passing. God never changes. Patient endurance attains to all things. Whom God possesses, in nothing is wanting. Alone, God suffices. Amen. Well, thank you for joining me in midday prayers with PlayWell Communities today. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and above all, be loved because you are beloved.